Hey y'all, who wants to make some lamb and spinach stuffed shells with me? Oh my God, it's to die for. So first what you're going to do is you're going to get a pot of boiling water. You're going to set it on the stove. You're going to add olive oil and salt to it. You're going to set that to the side and you're going to start working so it can boil. And you're going to start working on your stuffing mixture. This is 1 pound of lamb, ground lamb. You're just going to grind that up really good. You're going to chop it up really good. Then you're going to start adding your seasonings to it. You're going to add garlic salt, Italian seasoning, and you're going to just chop it up really good until it gets small. So we can stuff it in. Trust me, this is enough for a lot. You're going to add fresh garlic, and you're also going to add fresh basil. You could do basil paste. I use basil paste, or you can add regular fresh basil. You're going to combine that. You're going to stir it around really nicely. Make sure that it's evenly coated. And then you see all that oil at the bottom. You're going to drain that off of your meat because we don't want all of that oil. The lamb produces a lot of oil. Then you're going to add your onions. Then you're going to add spinach to it. You're going to let the spinach cook down real good. And then you're going to start adding marinara sauce. Okay? You're gonna let that cook a little bit. You're going to stir it in, let it cook for a little bit. And then you're going to add some sugar, just maybe like a teaspoon of sugar, just to calm the tomato flavor down. You're going to add some ricotta cheese. You're going to add some cream, some heavy whipping cream. And this is what's going to make it a blush sauce, maybe about a half a cup of that. You're going to stir that real nicely, and you're going to let it simmer on low until it starts to thicken up, and it will thicken up. As you can see, it's starting to, get thick. Then you're going to add Parmesan cheese to it, and then you're going to let it simmer for maybe like another 10 minutes. This is a real quick, easy recipe, and it's so delicious. You're going to absolutely love it. So you see how it got thick, a little bit more thick? Yep, so then you go back and you're going to cook your noodles al dente. So basically you don't want to cook them all the way, but you want to cook them to, where they're not overcooked so you can stuff them. I'm back at my mixture, seeing how thick it is after I let it simmer for a little longer. Okay, so I've assembled some already, but I'm getting ready to show you. So you're going to hold your shell open. You're going to add mozzarella cheese. And then you're going to get a tablespoon of the actual mixture, and you're going to put it inside as you hold it open, just like you see there. You may get a little half a tablespoon and dip it back in there. Then you're going to set it up against the other shells. That small mixture makes so many shells. And then you're going to go and you're going to add cheese on top of that, more mozzarella cheese on top. And that's where you're going to get your ooey gooey goodness. So as you can see, I'm just adding the cheese on. I've added the cheese onto all. And then I put some Italian seasoning on top. You can put parsley on top. I've cooked this, but it's not as brown as I would like it. So you could throw it in the broiler and get it nice and brown. You're pretty much going to put it in the oven at 350 for maybe about 15 minutes. If you didn't like how brown it was, you put it back in for to boil in the broiler, and it's so good. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you comment, like, or subscribe so you can get some more wonderful tips and tutorials of how to cook some more food. Turn your post notifications on as well. Love y'all.